My name is Mary Harding, and I was an educator in the state of Idaho for probably about 36 years. Spent all of my career in education in this state at Kellogg School District. Taught elementary, 5th grade for a while, and then when they made a middle school in 1986, 5th grade and 6th grade moved in to that building, and I was assigned to teach all the 5th grade science, and I did that for 2 years. In order to teach those classes, what we did was we took a class called Project Wild, which is still around today, and teachers can go and take that class, and you learn how to kind of like do the interdisciplinary stuff that you were talking about, and how you can incorporate the wildlife education through all aspects of a middle school curriculum or any curriculum K through 12. We were connected in with Jack McNeil from Fish and Game. He might be a good resource for you. He lives over, I think, in the Coeur d'Alene Post Falls area, but he worked as the educator for Idaho Fish and Game out of that office, Coeur d'Alene office, for a long time. So he would come over and do things with my kids. Sometimes he was part of some of the outdoor things that we did too. And he got involved in the reintroduction of the caribou. And so that's kind of then how we were linked into Jack, and Jack was saying, hey, do you want to be part of this? And we want kids to get excited about what we're doing here, and it just all fit in with the curriculum that we were doing. So we agreed to participate in that, and we got the collar. The collar came, and we did a competition amongst our students for the opportunity to name the caribou. And so the girl that won, I believe her name was Bobby Jo Birchfield, if my memory serves me right, and she came up with the name of Kobuk. And so then I just went on the internet and I checked. Kobuk is a town, a little village, I think, in northwestern Alaska, and their primary thing there is caribou, and so that's how they subsist. And so I don't know if Bobby Jo, and if she researched that and that's how she came up with that name, I don't know. So then from there we tracked, we were tracking the caribou, we got coordinates, and so Fish and Game kept feeding that information to us. My memory was we got some of the video in when they were capturing them and or bringing them down and attaching the collar, so we got communication from Fish and Game on that, and that was pretty exciting for the kids to see that. I can't remember if we specifically got to see Kobuk getting relocated, but just remembering that whole process, that was a big project.
Do you remember what the collar decoration looked like?
It was done with our school colors, purple and gold, of course. and then of course lettering. Like I said, Rod Thomas had taught art in our district, I don't know, probably 30 years or more, and he had a very distinct art style. He did all kinds of things on walls, and so if you saw something, a sign at a pep rally or whatever, you knew, oh, Rod did that one. It's just, it was his style, and so it was done in Rod's style. And then I left in 1990. I'm pretty sure Kobuk was still alive in 1990, because this would have been probably 1988. Maybe you guys would know when the reintroduction of the caribou happened in North Idaho. But at that point in time, then I went up to the high school. I had my counseling degree, and I kind of lost track of all of that. But every now and then I talked to Kent, and he'd tell me what Kobuk was up to and where they were finding Kobuk. His memory is that Fish and Game believes probably a cougar got Kobuk at one point. Then they weren't able to track Kobuk anymore.
Do you think they understood the concept of extinction?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we talked a lot about species and how we're losing species in our world and how that impacts, and we talked to the kids about once you lose something, you don't know what you're losing once it's gone forever. You can't get it back.
Somewhere out in the Selkirks, Kobuk's collar is
buried
beneath 6 inches or so of pine needles.
Yeah.
Right now.
Isn't that cool to think about? Yeah. Maybe someone will find it sometime.